you double up the next day. So you do 2 days worth of work.
Chicken noodle soup. Get out, Journey is really sick right now. He was like, well, when it comes to like talking to people on the phone, he's like,
you're a mean one.
pour it in here. I got banana bread bacon.
Alright. I thought when they said Journey was sick, I thought.
Welcome to the vlog. We are out and about. We're gonna check the P.O. box. We already got a coffee. You think it's warm out here?
Hello everybody. So how are you guys doing? I am getting ready to work. I am going to what do I do with this shirt, I wonder. I like to reuse, so the shirts come in these little bags, and so I forever was buying these bags, and so when I was done with the shirt I would put them in these bags, and you know, these, you know, it costs money, so to save on money I will put them back. I shipment will arrive today. I put them back in these bags, and so that helps save, you know, from having to buy those. But I am going to work, so I told Journey that I was going to work for a couple hours. Then we're going to do school. We have to double up. So if you don't know what that means, in the homeschooling world, if you skip a day, you double up the next day. So you do 2 days worth of work, which is not that hard for us, quite honestly. So I'm like, we'll just double up. So we're going to do that. And then I cooked all day yesterday, guys, all day, and my battery went dead, so I wasn't able to, you know, finish out the vlog. But yeah, so I'm like, you know, you guys keep turning. I have to catch up on orders. First of all, I have some aprons, and it's not busy at all, but I had a little burst, and it's so crazy because I'm like, you know, it's odd how you can have days without any orders, or days where you just get one order, and then all of a sudden get like, I think I got 9 orders in one day. Like, got 9 orders. So I'm like, yay, it's picking up, yay. And the next day, back down to 1 order. And the day after that, 1 order. And the day after that, 1 order. So I'm like, you know, I'm thankful that I'm still getting orders. But the, I think it was 3 days in a row I got 1 order. And it was for, sorry, I'm cleaning up, you guys. I figured if I tidied up, it would make me feel a little bit better. And I'm gonna work, and put this fabric under here. So if you didn't know, this is my workspace. I do embroidery, I sew, I make shirts, and I do it just about every day. So I'm always down here working, and so there, you know, yeah, there should, you know, I should have time to clean it up, but a lot of times I am operating the machine, stopping, putting fabric on, you know. It's not just like sit there and let it go and you can do whatever you want. No. So I have a pork loin, and I told my husband we'd have it this morning. I was like, oh, we'll have that for dinner. And then I got to editing a vlog. He was home while I was editing the vlog, and then he left for work, and then now I'm saving the vlog, and I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs and work. And then by the time I look at the clock, I'm like, shoot, the pork loin won't be done in time for dinner. We eat at 6:30. So I was like, okay, well, I got beans. I can make bean soup again. I mean, I don't have to do the pork loin in the crock pot, but that's our preferred method. It's the way we like it. It's the way we like it. And I thought, well, what if I just did like a $6 pizza? Because, you know. And so I thought, well, you know, I might just do that. That way I can get caught up on orders, caught up on school. And then we'll just do a pork loin tomorrow. And plus we have leftovers from last night too. I just ate some of the pumpkin dump cake and it was delicious. So you have a piece of fabric and you have to put this stuff on the back of it. It's a heat and bond. So basically it turns it into like an iron-on, like, and then when I do applique, I put this inside of the applique and it stitches around and then I cut around it. That's how you get the fabric inside of the applique. For those that don't do embroidery, in case you're ever wondering, that's how you do it, but you peel the backing off so that way the fabric is kind of stiff and it doesn't fray and it has this iron-on stuff. And then after it's all stitched out, then you heat press it and then the heat will activate this iron-on the back of it and the fabric will secure, in addition to having the stitching around it. So it's just like an extra step of security for not, you know, if it didn't, it could move or you could, you know, the ends could fray. But I had a piece laying here and I use this for aprons, and so I usually cut it in strips because that's how I use it. In a little strip. I turned on the heat. Do you feel warmer?
It just smells like something burning.
Does it smell like the heat? Now that you know about it? Does it smell like heat? It's gonna get really cold tonight, guys. What's wrong?
So I had everything to make chicken noodle soup. So that's what I'm making. We just put, we boiled chicken with some celery, onions, and carrots. And then we season it. We let that boil until the chicken and the veggies are all done, all tender. And then we add in our noodles.
Hello everybody. I'm trying to set you guys up. It's hard. So I cleaned up some. You probably can't tell much. It's mostly I cleaned off like the embroidery machine. I went through this. I organized that. I'm still sorting fabric, and I've got a pile of aprons here I was sorting through, but I am working. Just finish this. I ordered aprons. Did I already share the story? I don't know if I did or not, but I ordered aprons. I ordered them last week. They haven't come in yet, and I'm like frantic because I just don't know what to do. I mean, they haven't, it's the company. I always have problems with this company, and I always say I'm not going to use them. But then for some reason or another, I think it's because if I get a lot of orders at once and people order like the same color apron, like if they, you know, I've got like 10 orders, not that I have 10 orders. Let's make it more realistic. Like I have like 5 orders for purple aprons. And so if I buy them off Amazon, they come in a pack and there's like, I think 4 or 5 colors in a pack and you only get 1 purple. So I would have to buy 5 packs in order to get all 5. I would still have, you know, 5 pinks, 5 hot pinks, 5, you know, that I could use for other orders. But I would use up all the purples, and plus they're like $20-something a pack. So, you know, I'm spending like $100 for just to get the 5 purple aprons that I need to fill orders. And then if I order from this other company, they're like $2-something a piece. And so I'm able to just get 5 purple aprons, you know. That's why. But I despise them so much because they've sent me like wrong sizes. They sent me wrong colors. They sent me, you know, it's a whole thing. Dinner was actually delicious. I made chicken noodle soup. I didn't know I was gonna make that, but I had forgot I had chicken, like 2 chicken breasts in the freezer, and so this morning, not this morning, this afternoon, I pulled them out because I was like, oh, and I had some noodles in the cabinet I bought, I don't know, a couple weeks ago for a recipe. Sorry guys. I bought it a couple weeks ago for a recipe that I never ended up making. So when we had celery and carrot, I put celery and carrots and onions in my chicken noodle soup. It's just so good, and everybody loved it, and Evan was here, and it was tasty. But it's like, sorry, this is loud. I just received a comment, but I've been receiving a lot of comments on a particular vlog I have, and you know, it's like everybody has their opinions, and it's so funny that I just watched this. It's a person on TikTok. She was like commenting because somebody had left her a comment. Apparently it was like she's like, oh, you left me 2 comments. I don't even know if I favorited it. Let me see if I did. Oh, I did.
Allison, you have left not 1 but 2 comments. And so I went ahead and called my therapist because I was starting to struggle. I was thinking I was losing my mind. And I told my therapist what was going on. And she said, well, who's Allison? I said, I don't know, some random lady from TikTok. She said, what is she saying to you? And I read the comments to her, and she said, is she a psychiatrist or like a therapist? I said, not that I know of. I said, I think she's a marketing director or something like that in Florida. She said, then why is she getting on the internet talking about your mental health and she don't even know you? I said, I don't know. I got no clue. She said, well, what?
Oh, it's just funny. Her name was Christy Sable 71, I think that's her name. Anyway, I just thought it was funny because, you know, on this particular video I've gotten a lot of advice. And it's, for whatever reason, the video has blown up. It's got like 50,000 or something views on it, and I don't know why. I don't know why it took off, but it did. They always say, like, you know, they never know, like, you can never know what video might, you know, is it considered viral? I don't know. I don't know how many you gotta have to be considered viral. But I've gotten a lot of advice. It's got, oh my gosh. It's gotten almost 60,000 views right now. It's 59.9. That's why. That's why I've been getting so many comments on it. Like, but I shoot my hat. Hold on. Let me get it on here. But I've received a lot of like health advice and such on that vlog, and I'm like, you know, it's funny. This person wrote me I don't know, it was like 3 big long paragraphs. It's not there now because I just deleted it because I'm like, you know, you don't know me and you're not my doctor. You don't know what health issues I have going on. You don't know what medications I'm on. You know, I don't share everything on the internet. You know, I'd be stupid if I did. But they, you know, they basically told me what I should and should not be doing, and that, you know, I skimmed through it. I didn't read all of it because it was a lot of words, to be honest with you. I like skimmed through and I deleted it. I sent it to my friends first so they could, and they all were like, yeah, I'm not reading all that. But they were, you know, telling me that something about that eating like the oatmeal and exercise is not going to help my cholesterol, and that I need to have it below 100. No, hello, your cholesterol level needs to be around 200. 200 is ideally. At least that's what my doctor's going by. Your doctor might be different. You might live in a different country. Who knows? And of course it all depends on like what medication, you know, some medications can make you have higher cholesterols. Some issues can also, like if you have thyroid, like your thyroid and your cholesterol kind of go hand in hand. If your thyroid is higher, like hypo, not hyper. Hyper isn't hyper like where it's too low, and hypo is where it's too, you're not producing enough. So I'm not producing enough, but anyway, my thyroid, I mean, it's on the higher side, but it's not like crazy. It's not crazy. And I was led to believe like anything over 3, I thought, oh my gosh, if it's over 3, oh, my thyroid, you know. So the doctor didn't even put me on any thyroid medicine. In my cholesterol, he was like, it's not terrible. He was like, you know, you can get that under control. So that's what we doing. And yeah, he was like, yeah, you're doing good. He was all for the oatmeal, eating berries. I think I went over this when I talked about it after my doctor's appointment. So, and exercise and limit my red meat to once a week. And I told him, you know, that I like to cook, and he was like, that's fine, you know, just limit your red meat and watch your butters and eat oatmeal every day. He said a whole grain, and he did say oatmeal. He said oatmeal that you have to cook. He specifically said that. And nuts, he's like, try to eat like a handful of nuts every day, a handful of berries. He's like, you can even put berries and nuts in your oatmeal and just get it all in one serving, and that will help. As far as like, I was taking red yeast, rice, and fish oil, and he was like, take it if you want. He's like, there is an like, he's like, over time it can help. Like, he's like, over, I don't even remember what he said, something over a period of time, the most increase they've ever saw was like 18% or something like that. I just remember 18%. It just stuck in my brain. But anyway, long story short is that I have received a lot of comments on that video. A lot of people telling me what I should and shouldn't do, and this person particularly was like, that will not help you, da da da, you're crazy, it needs to be below, I remember it said something about below 100, and I'm like, yeah. And then people, a lot of people are like, something about, you can too get pregnant, blah blah blah. I never said anything about not getting pregnant. All I did was talk about me getting a mammogram, and you know, the doctor talking about the mammogram technician talking about asking me if I was pregnant. Hi guys, so I just edited a vlog. It is 1:15 at night. I'm gonna head to bed. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys. Good morning guys, welcome to the vlog. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to put my shoes on, but I wanted to start. I'm so blurry. I wanted to start this before we get out. Journey is really sick right now. Her main thing is her stomach hurts really bad. I just got a headache. She also has a fever, so I'm like, is it strep? Because I know those things can happen with strep, but we're headed to the doctor. Made it in, guys. So we are, I'm pretty sure you guys probably stay up.
We are home. I'm turning this way. I'm gonna dump these. Journey has a stomach virus. Like I said, it's going around, especially with kids her age. But let me turn you back this way. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Pam, and we live in South Carolina. I have 4 children.
Mom, I still live in Michigan.
I got 2 older boys, and then the 2 girls, our 17-year-old and Journey, live home with us. I won't even say that Evan lives here because I always got to make sure there's no appointment cards on our fridge.
Yeah.
There's actually this one.
Because it's 5 more days.
That doesn't matter. We picked it up from Mama. Anyway,
I feel.
the appointment went, went okay. Like she was really, really sick, you guys, weren't you? So if you've ever had like a stomach flu where your stomach hurts and your head hurts, and so that's what she had with a fever. She just started running a fever last night, and then continued, and then we called this morning and went to her appointment. Let me tell you, okay, so you guys, okay, this is, let me know if anyone else is like this, because my husband, okay, so my husband will talk to anyone. My husband will talk people's ears off. My husband is a talker, okay? For me, it depends on the situation, but like he could, anybody, anywhere. But me, it depends on the situation where I'm at, you know. A lot of things come into play. But this morning, so I called, first of all, I had the wrong doctor in my phone. Hold on, let me turn this down. Okay, so I had the wrong, let me grab my pork loin so I can be talking and doing this at the same time. I'm starting dinner. So, I'm starting dinner. We're having pork loin. In the crock pot, because I'm the queen of crock pot meals, because they're so easy. And I haven't gotten very much sleep last night, so I'm tired, so I might actually lay down at some point, but I also have to make my own turn to mark on and stuff. I was looking for my kitchen scissors in the drawer. My brain, I'm not all there. Not today. I'm tired, and so I'm grouchy, and so anyway, let's get back to our story, folks. So I get up, and I probably slept for like 3 hours, and I'm tired, and you know, I have to call the doctor. So I look in my phone, and I'm like looking through, and so those that don't know, Journey, my pork loin just squirted. So good. I was squeezing it out of the bag and the juices. But luckily it's still inside of the crock pot. Journey has kidney issues. They don't really, like, she don't have a diagnosis as to what's wrong with her. It's just, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this. And she has been seeing a nephrologist for the past 3 years. I want to say it's 3 years. Now she sees the nephrologist every 6 months. Let's grab a napkin. And anyway, so I have a lot of doctors. I have, like, you know, her pediatrician, the nephrologist, you know, I see several doctors myself, so I have a lot of numbers in my phone. So I'm going through my phone and I look and I'm like, okay, it says pediatric. So I call that number and then I get through and they're like, we'll put you through to the triage nurse and then, you know, you leave a message and they'll call you back. And, you know, in my mind, I'm like, what? It didn't make any sense in my mind. I can my own chicken broth, so I'm opening this. So it didn't make any sense. I was like, what triage? I want an appointment, you know? I don't want to talk to a triage. So she puts me through and I hear, you know, the little, you know, you've reached blah, 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 triage, leave, date of birth, a detailed message, and somebody will call you back within 24 hours. If it's after 4 p.m., they'll call you the next day. And so I'm like, no, I want to be seen. You know, that's what in my brain, I'm like, I want to be seen now. You always smell your stuff to make sure it's good. I want to be seen. I don't want to talk to somebody. I need an appointment. And so, I just hang up. And so I tell my husband and he was like, well, why didn't you leave a message? And I said, well, they said, you know, 24 hours. He was like, well, you should have still left a message and maybe somebody will call you back. So I was like, okay. And I was like, well, will you call? And he was like, what? Why would it, you know, why can't you call back? And I was like, well, I don't want to call back because I just called and talked to the person, you know. In my brain, I'm like thinking of her doctor's office and there's only like 2 or 3 people that work in the thing taking appointments and stuff. So I'm like, chances are I'd get the same person answering the phone, you know, and she knows my voice and I just called. So I'm like, I didn't want to call him back. I just, you know, talked to somebody and I didn't leave a message and I didn't do what she said. And so I didn't want to, you know, do that. I'm looking for salt and pepper. And so he was like shaking his head and I was like, what? He was like, you are such a, you know, a strong and brave woman. He was like, but when it comes to like talking to people on the phone, he's like I don't get you. I was like, I just talked to her and I didn't, you know, I didn't follow through with what she told me to do, leave my name and so I wanted him to call back in case she answered and he's like, well, they have caller ID. So anyway, long story short, it wasn't even her doctor. I was calling her old doctor. So Journey, the doctor when she was born, her first year and a half of her life, we went to this other doctor that I don't have, it was a terrible doctor. So they didn't, you know, Journey's autistic and anytime I would, you know, we were just like swept under a rug, like nothing really mattered when we went there. Journey has kidney issues and I went there for what I thought was a UTI. I know was a UTI because she went to a different doctor.
It's hard to like take shoes off like this.
Is it?
And unzipping them, it like cracks a little because I didn't get up from bed.
Uh-oh.
So
we were potty training her and she was saying that it hurt when she peed and
no, it didn't.
This is when you were little.
Oh.
And so and her pee was really white and if you've had a UTI and you know the smell, like it had the smell. I'm putting garlic on my pork loin. So I need a Lipton, not a Lipton, onion soup mix, but an onion soup mix. I'm trying not to block you guys.
Who's almost 7?
Who's almost 7? I don't know anybody who's almost 7.
Me. 7 almost.
turn this way and see if I can get to, hold on. Okay, I got it. We buy ours. I think these are like 79 cents at Aldi. Way cheaper than Walmart. And I usually stock up. I get 2 or 3 at a time. So I got my pork loin in here. I just put salt and pepper on it. I loaded it with garlic because it's really good. And then use this. And then some chicken broth. And that is my pork loin recipe. And then I cook it on high. And it turns out really good every time. So that's that. And then we'll just eat it with, I think I got some potatoes left. If not, we'll find something. I haven't gone grocery shopping. But I'll take you in yonder. Okay. So I'm editing a vlog, but anyway, what I was saying is that her old doctor that she had, we took her there for a UTI. I took her there for a UTI, and her doctor at that time said she don't look like she'd have one, and did not test her. And then she also had like a rash between her toes. Like, she was little. She was probably 2-3 years old. I want to say 3, probably closer to 3. I was potty training her, and it was extremely hard. She was extremely hard to potty train. She didn't get potty trained until she was 4, and so she was probably like 4.5. I think it was in this like February-ish, after she had turned 4. Anyway, but yeah, I was trying to potty train her, and, you know, had her pee in the potty, and when she peed in the potty, it was really cloudy, and it had that smell, like when you have an infection, and she was grabbing herself, saying that it hurts. And so I'm like, okay, well, you have a UTI. And so I called her doctor, got her in, and got there, and they didn't do a urine sample, they didn't check her, they just said, oh, she don't look like she'd have a UTI. And then I was like, well, what about this rash between her toes? Like, you know, you didn't come here for that. Put some Vaseline on it. It was at that point, I was so mad, you guys. Wasted my time because you did nothing for my daughter. And it's like the doctor that we were seeing, like, it's almost like she didn't have time to listen to you. Like, she didn't listen to you. It's like, you, no matter what you say, she would have, you know, like, she was right, you are wrong, no matter what your input is, she already knew, you know what I mean? She already had you figured out before you even got there. So needless to say, that was my last appointment there. I never went back. I was like, nope, that's enough. And we found her new doctor. The doctor she sees now is not her original one, but I love her doctor. Like her doctor called me on our way home to tell me, you know, that Journey had a lot of blood in her urine, and a lot of ketones. But Journey normally does have blood in her urine because her urinary issues that she's had from the get-go. So, but she has a stomach virus. They were able to give her some Zofran under her tongue, which she did end up throwing up. They give her Tylenol too. But from the doctor's appointment to get her medicine, she sat in the car with her dad. On the way home, she started acting kind of normal, but now she's kind of feeling So I think I'm gonna go lay down with her for a little bit and try to get a little bit of sleep. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Can we go down to Christmas?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the Christmas spirit. I want this one strong.
cherries. They've got cherries on them. There's Odie. The Grinch. Oh, it's so sad. Look at the Venus flytraps and all those plants. That makes my heart hurt. Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. It's Friday. We ran because he had to get some snacks for his work. He takes a snack to work with him, and so he's like, I have to get something because, you know, we haven't gone grocery shopping this week. So we ended up getting, I'm gonna make meatloaf for Sunday dinner. Monday is Journey and Uncle Brian's birthday, so he said, well, why can't we go get a steak? And I'm like, well, you know, I didn't think of that, and I guess we could, unless I make something well. But anyway, but he was like, I really want to do, so I made a pork loin yesterday. It was really good. I didn't film, I think I filmed making it, but I didn't film anything else. It's always delicious. And then we had a lot of leftovers, obviously, and so he just added it in with the mashed potatoes that I made. He added it on top of it. And then he was like, well, we can have leftovers tonight. I don't want that to go to waste. He's like, so, but let's do something different with it. And I'm like trying to rack my brain on what he's like, well, we can do pulled pork. And I'm like, well, you know, I cooked it. I mean, it probably still would work, but I think it would still have that, everything I cooked it in, which was the onion soup packet, all the garlic and everything. So it would still have that flavor. So I'm not sure on how that would be, you know. I was like, eh. And so, he buys all the meat. My husband does. So I was like, he was like, I can invite Papa and Uncle Brian and we can do that. Well, then he was like, well, what if we just did some kind of like sandwiches, like on a French bread? And I was like, well, that would be, you know, pretty good. Maybe I can make like a gravy, and maybe we can just kind of like, you know, I could do like, because the pork loin is like a savory flavor. So I was like, well, you know, if we just warmed that up and I made a gravy, and we could dip, kind of like you do a French dip, but it would be pork, and then we got some cheese to go on top of it. But they didn't have any French bread, and we didn't buy no buns. And then, you know, it's like one of those things where you have these great ideas in the grocery store, and then when you get home you forgot half the stuff you're going to get. But I did buy this roast. So I was like, you know, this is all a firm reminding me that I have payments due. Thanks, I already know that. But anyway, I went ahead and guys, I just got 3 messages in a row telling me I got payments coming up. I know, okay. So I went ahead and I got this roast. So it is almost 3 o'clock. It probably won't be done until 7. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And if he wants to have Papa and Uncle Brian come, I think we actually did a roast like last Friday. But, you know, it's alright. I'm allowed to have red meat once a week. Even though we're gonna have meatloaf on Sundays, but it's fine. You guys, that's another one. Oh, it's the same message. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 payments coming up this week. But I've got my roast, so I kind of make my roast the same way all the time, and it's always so good. And so if you've not tried it, so I cook it in a slow cooker, and I do an onion soup mix. Well, I'm just throwing stuff in here right this minute. Look at our poor freezer. It has nothing but a turkey in it. Nothing but a turkey.
Oh, Mom, tummy ache.
What is it? Oh, it's my crow friends.
So
I've got that.
there's 3 of them now.
And I actually went and I was like looking for my cookbooks, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do something else, but honestly, I couldn't find any other recipes that I wanted to do, and this is always so good. So I've got my onion soup mix, and can I move, please? I'm cooking, baby. I can't move. I'm doing a fajita. Ooh, you see that, Nat? Why do I always get? What's wrong with her?
She's in the bathroom with sis.
Oh.
She might come out.
So I had a little bit of that fajita mix, and I'm going to do this fajita mix. I usually use about a half a packet,
Ooh, that
but there was
smells
just a
kinda
little less than
good.
half of that, so I just added that. You can also add an au jus sauce or add
Are you crying?
a what?
Are you crying?
No. I need to get. So I've got some beef bouillon.
Get away, Nats. Get away.
Yeah, why are they even here?
Yeah, we can.
Helping.
Can I mix it, please?
Okay, have that. And then I'm just gonna add this. This is the beef bouillon. You can use beef broth. You can use chicken broth.
Who's on here? No. No, you get away. Get away, get away. Pepper.
And now I'm gonna cut up some onions and peppers and put it on top. We're gonna make banana bread. That's part of our school today. Do you remember doing that
Why
last
do we
year?
got pink and black?
That's for a different project we're gonna do.
After the banana?
After the banana, I can't find the squisher. The squisher squasher. Let's see. I don't know what in there. It's gotta be in there. Peel the banana. Oh, go wash your hands first.
Bye.
So you can do this.
today? The one you checked? Yeah, that's today.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3 days till your birthday. Saturday?
Saturday,
Sunday.
Monday.
Monday is your birthday.
But if we take off that day and that day.
Huh?
I said, I knew that.
No, my feet.
Potatoes are going everywhere. Oh, and that, and
Potatoes in the roast.
I broke a glass.
You broke the glass in the roast?
Yeah.
Well, then
I
why
hope
are
you
they
don't
still
mind.
cooking?
I broke a glass. One of them jars fell in the sink on top of another thing, and so the glass broke inside of the sink. And
Is that
so
a what thing?
sink,
Dishwasher?
Sink.
Oh, sink. Okay.
sink.
Yeah.
And so I got most of it out, but I gotta rinse the sink.
Which side of the sink did it break on?
Not the garbage disposal side.
I got pain.
I'm gonna make ghosts out of your feet.
Can I make the ghost with my feet?
Okay, you need to.
Do what?
Let's see. We're gonna put it right over top of it. Okay.
Can we smur it? Look. Let's smur.
No. Okay.
But look, it's smur right
It's
there.
okay. It's a ghost.
Is it ghost?
Yeah. We're gonna turn around this way. We're gonna put some eyes in case this is body.
Yes, it's so buddy.
Now we gotta do the other side. We give me that paint.
Did it break with this rag in here?
No.
Huh?
No, I got it all out. What I was saying is there's little particles. Might be some little tiny particles in the bottom of the sink. So I wanted to
Warn me?
warn you and get it cleaned out. But we've been doing 50 million things, and so we just haven't got there yet. Okay, and as you can see right now, we are crafting. We're doing a stinky foot project.
Stinky foot project.
Yeah. Can we do yours, Dad?
I don't.
You want some ghosts made out of your feet?
How would you heat this up right here?
I honestly don't know exactly.
What if I put it in a glass pan and put it in the oven?
Okay, but you can't, because I got banana bread bacon.
Alright, is this still good or are we throwing this out?
I would just throw them out. I'm gonna make biscuits
What about
with my
any
banana bread bacon.
any of that sweet potato probably still good?
What sweet potato?
No sweet potato, pumpkin dump cake, I'm sorry.
I thought you threw it out already.
I didn't know, it's in the refrigerator, put it something smaller.
Oh, I'm sure it's still good.
Do you think it's still good?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
it's in the fridge.
You didn't sweep it?
It's been in the fridge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it has.
Make sure you get all your foot cleaned out here. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Now I need you. We need to go get 2 googly eyes.
Did you wipe this off?
Go wash it off in the sink because we're not going to waste our wipes.
I do.
That means they're molting. How did you manage to get white paint on your butt?
My paint where on my but I don't know. Can I do it?
Yeah, let them out, let them out, let them out.
Ha 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 ha, they're laughing. Man, that chicken right there has the most fun. That one too. Look at the feathers on the feet compared to the other ones. This one and this one right here. See the feathery feet? Okay. Put some right here so we can see. Those feathery feet, look at them.
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones. Look at these feet.
You just bossed on out, didn't you?
What? Are you feeding them? Look at these feet, you guys. Those are some long feet compared to this girl. Look at these feet.
Somewhere the other day and nobody had it. Walmart didn't have them. And I'm like, there got to be more people than just, there got to be another maker other than.
There's one called Lee Perry, it's sort of a similar thing. Not be a lot
But you
higher.
couldn't find any.
Somebody had a totem. That was food line, but I don't remember what flavor it was.
Thanks for watching. Hey, tomorrow. Bye, guys.